All right, I want to finish up the required disclosures because there are some disclosures you guys have to make. Remember, we got agency relationship disclosures, which is the written office policy we've already kind of touched on, the listing agency, the selling agency, and the limited agency. This is the leveling of the playing field. The residential sales disclosure form. The residential sales disclosure form is a required form in the state of Indiana. Anytime you change interests in the property, you have to disclose this. So land contract, you actually have to use these. It's not just a sale, it's a transfer of beneficial interest, which would count a land contract. There are some people that are exempt from the residential sales disclosure. You guys remember who they are? Generically, it's easy to remember. Anybody that didn't live in the house, so like the sheriff, bank-owned, government, people that are assigned by the court, like a trustee or a receiver or an executor, those people are exempt from filling out the seller's disclosure. The other side of that coin would be anybody that knows the condition already. So between owners, between business partners, between family members, those are all exempt as well. So anytime that they never lived there, they don't know the condition, they're exempt. Anytime they're transferring between owners that know the condition, they're exempt. So like when husband and wife get divorced and he quit claims his interest to her, he does not have to give a seller's disclosure in that example because she was a co-owner. It's not required. So that's the easy way to remember who's exempt from the seller's disclosure. Basically, a lot that you guys will deal with are the bank-owned homes, the government agencies, escrow, not escrow, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you run the probate for the will. The executor. Executors are also exempt. The lead-based paint form. Who's exempt from the lead-based paint form? Okay. Who's exempt from filing lead-based paint form where it's applicable? Exactly. Exactly correct. No one. So banks still have to fill in a lead-based paint form. Even though that 99.9% of them say we have no knowledge and we have no record, they still have to give that form. All right? And back to your questions, anything after 78. So 78 before has to have a, no, 78. Well, 79 and after is exempt. 79 after. Yeah, you look at it that way. 78 and before, you have to have a lead-based paint form. All right? Any questions about the required disclosures? I think those are pretty straightforward for themselves.